Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here for the Biofield with Nicola, and her helper today is Cristine, and it's pretty awesome stuff. And people who are new to this, because we're on YouTube rather than Facebook, Nicola does energy work that is just amazing, and I highly recommend you look into it, try it out, and you'll find that it works beautifully right through the computer. You will notice. We will talk a little bit beforehand so you get an idea of what it's all about. We are not doing an interactive today, so people who are coming on asking if it's interactive, not today, tomorrow. I will be doing an interactive tomorrow, and you're more than welcome to ask questions then. So, Nicola, because we have probably have a few new people today, can you explain a bit about Biofield?
Sure. Biofield is really the energetic field that's around us and around every living thing. And what I do with the biofield is that I sense the energies that we have in the biofield. And as I do the scans, I bring in a higher frequency to each of the lower frequency energies that are in the field. And those lower frequency energies can show up as emotional distress or physical distress or something like that. Or it can be just sort of just maybe thoughts, perhaps, that are not supportive of being fully happy and feeling the well-being. So what I do is I bring in the higher energies, and they kind of displace those lower energies because they are more powerful. And I bring them in from the highest plane of existence, which some people call the seventh plane, or the infinity, or the place of nothingness, or before creation. It's a wave, and when it becomes physical, it becomes a particle. So it's been backed up by physics and science, and there are lots of things that you can find on the internet about the biofield and what kind of studies even the NIH has done. So it's very effective. I have been trained and I am certified, so I feel confident. I probably have been channeling it for a longer time than I was actually certified for. When I thought I was doing Reiki and Joy Love and all those, I was probably also doing biofields. But the biofield is like embracing the energies of Reiki, the energies of joy, and the energies of love. So that's it in a nutshell.
That's pretty good. And you should introduce Carly.
And Carly is my temple cat. She is here to assist. She loves the biofield energies. She's always here when I'm getting ready to do biofield. And she loves the energy. And when I do any energy work at all, she's right there. She just absolutely loves it.
And it wouldn't be a biofield without Carly.
It seems like when I'm just doing my energy work here with others, and I sit in a different place, it's usually the male cat that comes up, and his name is Louis. So, and he likes the energy too, but he doesn't like it when I'm sitting over here.
That's funny. Cats and dogs are funny.
Yes, she's showing you her rear end. I'm sorry about that.
I think most people who know cats know that that's one of their favorite positions. So.
Okay, come on, Carly.
So, Spirit Feather says, hello, how are you all? Bonita says, there's the kitty. And so what do we do? on these not interactives, what on these demonstrations, what do you how do you show it?
Tonight, right, well, tonight I'm going to do a demonstration and with Cristine, and I'm going to send her the Biofield energies as her higher self recommends, because I am a channel for it. I don't really involve my intentions other than to be a clear channel for these energies. And a lot of times I will see energies coming in, but mostly I and Christina tonight, she'll get a fairly concentrated dose for the first 10 minutes, but there is some spell and it's orchestrated by me that they will get it too. And so for the next 10 minutes after that, or 5 minutes or so, I will do the whole group. Whoever is listening now or in the future will get that energy as well through my intent that they will get it.
So as you notice, people who are watching, Nicola has brought in some big guns
Keep going in
today,
and out,
so her
Elisha.
computers. Pardon? So your computer is glitching just a little bit, but the energy is still coming through really strongly.
Oh yes, the energy, and right now I'm feeling it here. I don't know what it could be. There's a lot going on right now in the world that is that I could actually freak out if I really wanted to. But from what I gather in my journeys and learning from other spiritual teachers and everything, that the consciousness of humanity is rising right now. And
It's
it
like,
is so
wow.
critical. It's critical that we do, and it's we're getting a lot of support, and this support sometimes can be fairly distressing to our physical bodies. So don't worry about that. You know, like I just got my ears plugging up, and that's out of the blue. I don't. It's nothing I'm doing or thinking other than that I'm leveling up and.
I agree.
These emotions that I've been experiencing these last couple of days are for me to clear them, to really become the master healer, master of my life. And as I master my life and other people master theirs, that has a ripple effect to everyone else.
Yeah.
And it's we're so at a brink age right now. It is fascinating and scary at the same time. But then I have to remember that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and to keep coming back to that. And that's what this Biofield really is about divine love. And so that's what I pull forth. That's the highest vibration, the most powerful vibration. But it's stepped down and not by your higher self in order for your physical form to be able to receive it. So as you evolve, you get higher and higher frequencies coming in.
Can you
So
imagine
it's really
if
cool
we
how that
receive
works.
this energy and we're not evolved, the cells would go pop, pop, pop.
Well, exactly.
So Spirit
Wow.
Feather says, so everyone who watches this biofield demonstration can receive benefits.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Especially with intent. But even without it, your higher self is usually saying, bring it on. So,
Yeah.
even though your consciousness at the moment may say, what is this? So, I've learned a lot about that because there's a lot of times when I read something or I participate in something that's really high vibrational stuff, that I actually go to sleep. I mean, I can't go, oh, I can't, and I'm out. And the reason for that is that my higher self says, don't get your conscious mind involved in this. This you got to bring it in. And so, I mean, they just knocked me out.
Yeah, I'm the
And
same way.
I think I'm the same way too.
Yeah.
stuff just sometimes things just I read things or things, you know, are really more powerful and I fall asleep too.
So that's the way we get it. That's the only way we can get it. I don't know why, but
But if the next time you go through it, you don't fall asleep, right?
that's correct. And next time I go through the exact same frequency, yes.
Yeah. So
But
Spirit Feather says that her cat Amy is also enjoying the energy.
that's great. That's great.
The Hawk says, "Hello, ladies. It's Angie. Do you have any? Oh, so we're not doing.
Interactive.
We're not doing an interactive. This is a biofield demonstration. And tomorrow I will be on probably Pacific time, 11ish a.m. because that's so. You're more than welcome to ask tomorrow. Thank you, Spirit Feather. Spirit Feather's explaining for us.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it's been a journey, and I'd love to, Cristine, if you can give an update to all of our viewers right now about what's been going on with you since the first two biofields.
So the main thing that I've noticed with myself is I used to get headaches probably at least twice a week, sometimes every other day. And I haven't had a headache. I don't remember the last time I had a headache. And so that's been amazing because sometimes they're so bad that it just will put me down for the day. And then another big thing is my back pain. I usually have constant back pain and I haven't had any back pain. So it's really a life changer. I mean, I feel like my energy's been more positive. I've had more energy the last couple of weeks and I've slept better. I do get better sleep, and I'm getting more energy during the day. So it's been really good. I've been feeling really good. I have a lot going on this week that I've been stressed out about, but I think it's helping me cope with everything. So.
Right. And I would say that every one of us has stress in our lives, and stress is a mild form of fear. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So maybe the biofield will help you with that as well. And when I first started out, there was this young woman who called me up after several biofields or so, and she said, "It's not working. It's not working." And I said, "Well, what's different in your life?" And she said she didn't know. And I said, "Well, everything that she's told me about some of the things that occurred in her life, for instance, she called up the landlord in the place that she was renting and said that she wanted to get out of the lease because there was black mold in the house. It was making her sick. And so they got out of that. And I said, "Well, tell me, is that your mode of operation? Do you really stand up for yourself?" And she said that was the first time ever that she stood up for herself. And then she realized that she was standing up for herself more and more in her life, and she was becoming more self-assured and self-confident. But she didn't think that she was, because she was expecting something else.
Yeah.
Like some magical thing. So it's not always what we expect, but just to notice, like your back pain. I don't think you came into this saying, "I want Biofield to eliminate my back pain." You didn't think about that.
And I think one of the first biofields, I had some back pain during the biofield, but I remember, I think during the first one, I had a pain in my head, and it's gone away since then. I don't think I've had a headache since my first biofield. So it's been really good, and I feel better. I feel a little bit more elevated, and but yeah, there's probably things about myself that I don't even realize have changed, but I am feeling pretty good.
Well, again, to me, that's huge. Even the smallest change is big.
Yeah.
You might think of it as a small change, but sometimes for even that little thing, it's actually opening a bigger window of amazing stuff. So I really am impressed with what that Biofield has done for me and for others as well. So sometimes it's very subtle. And I really enjoyed when I was doing it, working on animals. And I worked, it's funny because it depends on the animal, because cats seem to be more resistant. You know, they say, I don't need this.
Oh,
It's funny about that. And whereas a horse, when I did a horse, the visual I got when I was working on this particular horse is the horse went over on his back with his feet up in the air and was moving around. And I didn't know what the lady was expecting for what the problems were with the horse. And I found out later the horse was depressed and wouldn't move around. And yeah, when I did the Biofield, it was jumping all around and moving around and rolling over and everything. And then after the Biofield, the lady called me up and she said that the horse is now running around his paddock like it's never been ill or a problem before.
oh.
But a cat that I worked on who was always throwing up, she didn't want to help and she kept throwing up. So it's just, you know, they have free will, you know.
Yeah.
The animals have it, so.
Yeah, cats can be really stubborn.
Yes.
So can
But
dogs.
my cat, Miss Harley, loves the energies.
I think it has more to do with, is it my decision or not with a cat?
Well, it's always the cat's decision or the
Yeah.
human's decision, or if I work on a tree, it's the tree's decision.
Yeah.
It's whatever is their decision, you know.
Yeah.
And their higher selves. Every living being has a higher self, including animals. Right?
I know I'm gonna miss it being my last, the third one, my last one. I'm like, I'm gonna miss it. I love it. It's been great. I really appreciate everything that you've done. So it's been fun.
Well, even when you tune in, you can still, these are recorded, right?
Yeah.
So you can see, and still get the same Biofield, only it will be you will be getting as if you were getting it for the first time.
Yeah.
You see, it doesn't, the power of it doesn't go away. So
that sounds good.
all right. Did you want to get started? Do you want to talk some more? Do you have any questions, any concerns?
Just before we go, the Hawk says, I've learned since this last solar eclipse that a lot of people, including myself, have begun to experience sudden bursts of either insomnia or extremely tired. And that is true. Almost everybody I've talked to has said, I'm so tired. And also feeling muscle and ache pains, which is also true. I've been talking to people who are feeling that. Stay tuned in, the Hawk, because you're going to find this will help a great deal.
Yes. Actually, when I started feeling fatigue, besides the caffeine, I did a little energy work on myself. So it does help. So.
Okay, I'm going to say bye then, and namaste.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, Christina, want to get ready to send you the Biofield energy, and what I'd like you to do, and everyone else who's tuning in, to become as comfortable as possibly you can. And breathe in and relax. Breathing in as deeply as possible. And releasing and letting go of the day and letting go of the concerns. And as you're doing this, just know that the Biofield, you don't have to work at all. You don't have to help me. Let me do all the work. And just allow whatever comes up to come up and notice it. Whether it's emotions, you might see colors or scenery, or you might experience some physical sensations. Just notice them and just allow them. And if your body wants to move, let it move. You don't have to be perfectly still for this to be effective. Just allow. And in a moment, I'm going to go into the silence while I work. And at the end of the session, I will bring you back. I will come back on and say, okay, it's time. Biofield is now complete. So relax and enjoy. Okay, now Biofield healing energy immersion has been sent. And when you're ready, just breathe in deeply and come back fully refreshed and revitalized and in tune with life. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It was weird because I felt like a bit just toward like I guess towards the middle. I felt like a bit of anxiety like rise up
Mm-hmm.
and then just like release,
Yeah.
But mainly I just felt a floating feeling, like kind of like in water, like you're just floating.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Anything else? Anything that you noticed? Well, let's see, saw or heard or.
I felt like I was seeing faces, but I couldn't make out the faces. And then I felt like at one point I saw a lion, but like just the eyes and like the nose part, but that was it. And then it faded. But like I felt like there was like faces, but I couldn't make out details.
Mm-hmm. What do you think that might have been?
I don't know.
What does a lion mean to you?
What's a lion mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like strong, fierce, ready, like and observant, very observant to their surroundings.
Cool. Wow. And
Yeah.
it was beautiful for me too. Because the energies felt so, there was no resistance. Everything just flowed. And it was like, wow, this is really good.
Good.
So it makes me feel a little high myself. Have to ground and then I have a drink of water.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important for that because I think there's some detoxing going on. So, wow.
Yeah, I feel really good.
Yeah. Well, just keep on feeling good. Keep on, remembering that feeling, and especially in times of stress, you can go back to that feeling. I really feel good about this. Things are all going to work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's been so enjoyable and wonderful to work with you, Christina.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm so happy that I was able to do this. It's just been amazing. So I look forward to like just everything that I know it'll bring. So
Well, wonderful. So until next time, and if there's anything that you have any questions about, don't hesitate to get in touch with me through Elisha.
okay, sounds good.
Have a wonderful evening and wonderful everything else.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Good night to you.